Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. You betcha smile. 35-cent cup of coffee. This was actually a 45. They were $4.50 this week. They weren't on special, so this is a 45-cent cup of coffee. Oh, nice and hot. Right, I had a bit of a catastrophe. I lost a bunch of footage. The reason, my microphone stopped working somewhere along the lines of recording, and of course I recorded on regardless and just kept recording and doing. Geez, I look a mess. Shouldn't look a mess, but I do. Don't look like I've shaved, but I have. My hair looks like crap. Oh well, you guys don't care. I certainly don't. Well, I must do. I'm talking about it. I love my coffee. I love my coffee. Right. So yeah, catastrophe. Lost a bunch of footage, hours of recording with no sound. Easier to dump it and start again than to try to fix and record over the footage because no idea what I was talking about, which is probably par for the course. So this is a quick YouTube video on how to fix your microphone if you've done like a Windows 10 video like I've just done and the sound didn't come out because your microphone stopped working. What happened is somewhere along the line your default recording device was not set to your microphone. That's the problem. And it took me some while to figure that out because I've got a screen capturing device called Ice Cream Screen Recorder. And I fiddled with a couple of things and suddenly that started to work. I was just fiddling with the microphone setting in that. And the microphone started to work in that program, but it still wouldn't work in the Windows programs in like webcam and photo editor and blah 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 and sound recorder. Well, they call it voice recorder nowadays. So I got the living craps with it and got online and started to dig into the forums, and yet again there were millions of well-meaning people trying to tell you how to fix your sound device and blah blah blah, and they were saying do this and do that and get in the registry and get into this and that. And as soon as I'm in there, I'm like, nah, there's got to be an easier way. And the answer was you go into the settings, right? You go down to troubleshooter and run other troubleshooters, and then you run your sound and voice troubleshooter one. Then you've got to select your microphone and run troubleshooter on this device, and it comes up and tells you it's not set to your default. Would you like me to fix this? And you say yes please, and it fixed it. So I'm going to run you through a quick screen recorder of how I did that so that you know how to get into it. I found that help in a Windows forum, but I went through something like 300 different thank you very much for coming and this is how you fix it sort of well-meaning advice before I found that. So I've been fiddling for nearly, 1.5 hours trying to get that solution. 1.5 hours of my time I could have been doing other stuff. So hopefully this will get you pointed in the right direction and will solve your problem with your microphone not working correctly in Windows 10. Now once again, all of this advice is my experience. This is how I did it. I'm not saying it's the way to do it. It's just how I did it. And if you can't accept that and follow along at your own risk, then click this off and off you go. I don't want to be sued or anything like that. I can't afford it. This is just my attempt to give back to YouTube, and that's all this is. So here we go. We'll jump on an ice cream screen recorder, and I'll show you guys how to get to where I got to. So what I did, was I went down here and I went into settings. Right, so I did this in the term of search. I typed in SE. By that time I got into settings. Now down here you'll see at the very bottom update and security. I went in there. And somewhere down here there's this thing called troubleshoot. Now you'll see there's a whole bunch of things. And down here you've got this additional troubleshooters. And one of these is playing audio. Now further down there's one, as you get down here, fix other problems. You've got to come down the list and there's one that says recording audio, and that's what I was having problems with. And then you ran the troubleshooter and this came up. And it says blah, 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 detecting problems. It's got stereo mix, and the one I wanted to check was my microphone array. Right, so you check that and you say next. Now this is going to be fixed because I've fixed it. And of course it didn't identify the problem, but it came up there and said it's not set your default device. Do you wish me to set this to your default device? And then of course I went and said yes please. And everything started to work. So that's how I got to it. That's how I fixed it. Of course I've already fixed it, so you're not going to see that bit. But that's how I went there. So once again I went SE, and by that time settings was there. And in settings you go to the very bottom. It's update and security. And in there you go to troubleshoot. And down here you've got additional troubleshooters, and then don't click on this one. Go down the list till you find that one. Run the troubleshooter and it'll come back and say which device, and you click your microphone. Now if you've got a USB microphone you'll click that. If you've got some other mic, all your bits will be here. So I clicked on the microphone array and I went next, and it goes away. And it came back and said, it's not your default device. Would you like me to fix this? And I said, yes, please, fix it. It did, and everything started to work. Okay, so that's how I fixed the problem. Now, I guess if you go into settings, and this might be a bit more difficult, you could go there. You could go into devices. I guess you could go into sound settings. And in input you could select that microphone array. And that would probably give you the same result. Don't quote me because I don't know. But you could probably go app volume, device preferences. You could probably go into this. And here, see you've got this input here. And away you go and set it there as well. So you've got a few options there of getting in there and making sure that your microphone is set to your default device so that everything works correctly. And right now, my little bizzo here has been turned off. So here I am. Hello, how you going? Yeah, that's it. End of video. I'll just swap cameras and quickly sign off. Righto, so that's it. That's how you fix your microphone not working. That was about, as I said, over an hour and a half of research for me. Hopefully that's only a couple of seconds of research for you and you got going again. If you like this, please like the video. Subscribe by all means. I like subscribers. I like getting your comments. I want you to make good decisions and do good things. Keep swinging at your goals. I'll see you guys at the next video.